Hi everybody, today we're going to be looking at the grade 5 lesson 5 worksheet. So let's begin. Here at the top, and then we can start. Write each number in word form and expanded form with exponents. Example, 413,014,030. As you can see, it's written in word form here, and expanded form, 10 to the 8th, 10 to the 7th, 10 to the 6th, 10 to the 4th, etc., etc., etc. So, question number 1 we have here. To figure out the word form, it's quite simple. All you need to do is read out the number out loud. You can see that this one is 9,581,999, or 991. And for expanded form, we can see that the 9 is in the 10 to the 6th power, which is 1 million. So you could say 10 or 9 times 10 to the 6th power is equal to 9 million, plus 5 times 10 to the 5th power is equal to 500,000, plus 8 times 10 to the 4th power, plus 1 times 10 to the 3rd power, plus, I forgot to close my parenthesis here, going back, plus 9 times 10 to the 2nd power, plus 9 times 10 plus 1 should be your final answer there. Question number 2, read out the problem out loud. 105,681. For expanded form, the answer to this one would be, and I'm just going to drag it over here because I have the answer written out on my left already. 1 times 10 to the 7th power, 1 times 10 to the 5th power, 5 times 10 to the 3rd power, 6 times 10 to the 2nd power, 8 times 10, and 1. Finally, this last one here, 685,919,841. We could just type that in here. I'll type it out. 685,919,841. And for expanded form, we already know that the exponent for 1 million is 10 to the 6th. So that means if you go up 2 places, the highest number here will be 10 to the 8th. And this should be your expanded form answer. Page number 2. Order each set of numbers from least to greatest. The easiest way to do ordering sets is to look at the largest number of each here, 597,000,000, 185,000,000, and 591,000,000. We can easily tell that 185,000,000, 185 is the smallest number because it has the smallest largest number. 185,000,000, 185,681 is the smallest number. The second smallest number will be 591,671, or 591,671,586, and the largest number is 597,515,185. To partition these, I will use semicolons. That should be your final answer. Question number 2. Look at the top 3 numbers. Here you can see that the top 3 numbers for all of the numbers are the same except for this one, which goes into the billions while everything else stays in the millions. So this is definitely the greatest number. Here you can see that these two numbers are the same, so you keep going down and down and down until you see that there's a 1 in the thousandth place and a 5 in the thousandth place here. That means that this number is the smallest. The middle number by process of elimination would be 414,155,155 right here. And then the largest number we know is this one because it goes into the billions. Lastly, number 3, we have 57 to the 10 to the 8th power, which is 570 or 5 billion. I believe it's 5,700,000,000. 58 times 10 to the 7th power, and 5 times 10 to the 7th power. This question is fairly simple. You can see that of the numbers inside, this number is the smallest, and it also has the smallest exponent, which means that 5 times 10 to the 7th power is the smallest number. The second smallest number will be 58 times 10 to the 7th power, and the reason for that is because the largest number is 10 to the 8th power here, and it's 57. Since the exponent is greater, it is larger than any number with an exponent smaller than it, generally. Write the underlined value in word form. Underlined value here, 13 million. To find the underlined value in word form, all you need to do is count up the different place values. Here you can see that the place value here is in the 10 millions. So this would be 9t million. These three here, 100 millions, 10 millions, millions. This number in total will be 468 million, because that is where it is in place value. Here, only these two numbers are highlighted. 408 million, because the place value where it ends is inside of the millions. 5 times 10 to the 7th power. 10 to the 7th power is 10 million. So all we need to do is 5 times 10, which is 50 million, should be your final answer. Write in standard form. 80,019,696. 80,019,696. This should be your final answer there. 1,000, 50,000, 1,000, 50,000, 451. Oh, yes, 451. 8,022, 8,022, 56,560,056. And lastly, 6 times 10 to the 8th, 600 million. 1 times 10 to the 7th, 10 million. 7 times 10 to the 3rd power, so we can just add the zeros until we get there, which is here in this thousandths place, and 1 times 10 to the 2nd power, which is 100. Find the value of x. 100 million minus x equals 80 million. 100 million minus 80 million. We can remove all the zeros as long as we keep them equal. So this could be translated to 10 minus 8. The answer here is 2. So your final answer should be 20 million for x. X plus x equals 902 million. 900 million divided by 2 is 450 million. So we can start with that. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so your final answer should be 450 million and 1. That's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching.